Well, that failed, but welcome back to another edition of Vlogmas, and we are about to meet Santa Claus. Ah! What?
Can we go meet Santa?
Yeah. Breakfast with Santa, and I have to say, like, my company always does such a great job with the event. They had eggs and sausage, fruit, pancakes, which was like second breakfast for us, except for Miles because he slept in. And they always make sure that every kid gets a present that's age appropriate for their kind of interest. The boys were super stoked to get Nerf guns. We were a little less stoked that they wanted to shoot them in the car on the way home. But they got to see Santa. I got to, you know, see some coworkers. So it was a really great time. This was the first time at that venue, and so it was awesome. We had to do a little like poking around after, do a Target pickup. Mark needed to pick up some frames at Michael's. So now we're home. Well, Sai and I are home. Mark and Miles have left again. And I just finished up lunch, like the most sad girl lunch, because I was feeling particularly bummed because one of my children accused me of always yelling, and that's why he does not hang out with me. So little real life there. Not perfect, apparently far from the perfect parent. But I had a peanut butter and jelly, a banana, and an Oikos 000 yogurt. Here's the bread. I need to throw it away before Yeti eats it. This is the triple berry. And these are just 1 point on the plan. 15 grams of protein, no added sugar. I think these are 90 calories. So I was so glad when one of you suggested getting the Oikos instead of some of the other Greek yogurts, because I will take that for 1 point. And now I'm making lunch for Sai. Cheetos mac and cheese by request. And then I'm watching this documentary, super seasonal, called like the volcano eruption, the Wakaris, anyway, it's about volcanic eruption in New Zealand. It's very interesting, very sad. But I'm just like crocheting a gnome just to keep my mind off the fact that I'm apparently like not the best parent to hang out with. But you know, that's life. If he liked me too much, I probably wouldn't be doing my job right. And I have to say, my mood would be much better if it wasn't like doing this windy snow flurry thing and we could actually see the sun. I feel like it has been at least 2 weeks since we have seen the sun here in Northeast Indiana. Yes, nothing better to do while I'm making Cheetos mac and cheese, so I am finally cleaning out the pantry. Little feisty with the holidays. Mark and I decided to divide and conquer. I think I said that Miles and Mark were getting haircuts, and Sai and I just decided to take a little trip to a new food hall, Union Street Market here in Fort Wayne, and I wanted to see if the butcher could get me a goose for Christmas.
No.
And the answer is no. Basically, I could do Cornish hen or like a giant leg of lamb. But what was great is they have this like holiday market and all these local vendors set up so you can shop a lot of handmade items. And I find that during the season they have tons of events, but I can never make it. Never ever. So we were able to like just shop around. I got this peppermint lip balm for $3, which is cheaper than Burt's Bees. And I am gonna see if I can find her shop and link it down below, because I got one as a gift. And then I also got this Harvest Fig body butter, and I just tried a little bit of, it's like lotion. And I put a little bit of this on my hands, and I'm starting to get like the really gross winter hands, and I could just feel it working on my hands. And then I also was able to get some hard cider for Elvis, the elf. He asked me to see if I could find anything interesting, and I did. So I'm gonna try this lip balm because I never.
Did he talk to you?
He left me a note. Oh, that's so good. So we're headed home. I'm gonna catch up with Mark and Miles and see what's going on. But I have to say, from organizing the pantry, I actually organized one of our other cabinets. I took a giant bag of items from the pantry that like just felt like extras to the community pantry. And so like I'm starting to like get out of that funk I was in after I was told that I yell all the time. I have a little bit of time this afternoon, and I thought I would try to make a gingerbread version of the pumpkin fluff that I love so much. Now this is going to be more of a gingerbread cheesecake dip, but it should be really low in points, something you can dip your apples in or just eat as like a pie filling type thing. So we're going to start with sugar-free, fat-free cheesecake pudding. We're also going to need just some milk. I have 1% here. Use whatever you like. You're going to need some like Cool Whip or fat-free Cool Whip if you can find it, cinnamon, ginger, and of course, molasses. Now, on the backup, I also have some brown sugar Truvia blend and just regular Swerve. Based on some of these like cheesecake dip recipes I've seen, they do add sweetener, but I don't think we'll need it with the cheesecake pudding. So we added 2 cups of milk and 1 package of the cheesecake pudding. Now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 3 tablespoons of molasses. Next up is the Cool Whip. Now if you are a purist, you could fold this in, but I cannot talk today. I definitely need to do a little more mixing on the molasses, so we're going to use some electric help. Our gingerbread fluff is all done. It does need to go in the fridge, but this tastes really good. This is going to be perfect for like a fruit dip, or if you're going to a party and you want to put out like some vanilla wafers, other kinds of stuff. I would say if you want to eat it as a dessert on its own, it is going to be less in points than like a pie, but higher in points than like the pumpkin fluff. For about a half cup, it's about 5 points. For like about a third of a cup, making 16 servings, it's 3 points. So again, just depends how it works in your day. I'll try to link it in the description box down below, but I am super excited to do this. This would be even really good to do like a little parfait. Maybe do some like roasted or like baked apples, 0 points, and then do that. And then, yeah, just a fun holiday treat. I got distracted by the molasses, which was dripping all over my counter. you know, that's how it goes this holiday season. You could probably make this less points too if you used fat-free Cool Whip and then maybe use like a gingerbread skinny syrup. But I'm really happy to just have this as like the points that it is. I'm gonna try to see how much fits in here too. After such like a whirlwind night last night, we are definitely ready for a night in. So we are doing a movie night. We are gonna watch Polar Express with the kiddos. They've been asking for like weeks and weeks. And surprisingly, the elf must have thought the same thing because the elf brought them popcorn, several kinds of popcorn actually. So we're gonna sit back and relax and enjoy the Polar. Just got the most amazing text message when Silas and I went to the holiday market. There is a specialty butcher and I asked them if he had any geese for Christmas and he said no, that I would have had to order it by Thursday a few days ago, and he had considered getting in a few but decided not to because there's such a specialty item. Well, he texted me and said he's got me a goose for Christmas. And I've been obsessed with getting a goose for Christmas for several years now.